Hey there, it's Rene here from Term Sniper. Thank you so much for choosing this tool. I really appreciate it. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you how to use the tool and how to get the best out of the data that you see in the reports. So before you start with your first analysis, you need to check if you have enough credits in your account. You can see them here in the top right of your page. So when you have enough credits, you can start with your first analysis. If you do not have enough credits, go to your account page and just top them up there. So on the analyze page, you can see this input field where you can put in a search term for which you want to optimize a specific web page. In this specific case, I'm going to use the search term healthy dog snacks as an example. Below this field, you see all these drop downs. The country and the language are mandatory. You can also go for a more granular search analysis, which is mostly a local search term. For instance, if you want to target a specific city or a county or a state or even a specific university campus, you can go really detailed there. It's also handy to have a project here. So you can create a project that you can name, for instance, the URL of the website that you are optimizing for, because if you have multiple websites, it keeps everything really nice and tidy. You can also select or deselect the default setting if you find that helpful, and then you simply click on Analyze. Then you get this pop-up which says which search term you are going to optimize for, and then you see that 1 credit will be deducted from your account. Then you click Analyze. Then it will fetch the data for us. Then it will analyze the search intent. It will then also calculate word scores and eventually come up with a report that looks like this. So first of all, we see the title, which is basically the search term you've analyzed. We see the date when you've done the analysis and the country and language you've targeted. The first few sentences describe the primary and secondary search intent. The primary search intent is often obvious. The secondary search intent can be hidden within the semantics of the SERP, but it can also be a secondary intent because there's multiple intents for one specific search term. So let's look at this one as an example. The primary search intent for this specific search term is to find safe and healthy treats for dogs, preferably those that are natural and can be found easily at home. This is already a really interesting insight. The secondary search intent is to explore commercial options for purchasing these treats. So if we do not have anything at home, which treats can we purchase from the internet? Potentially considering nutritional benefits and ingredients. Then we get some extra insights as bullet points that are tailored to the tone of voice. In this case, it's informational and encouraging. We have the web page format. We have an informational article that will probably be handy to tailor to the primary search intent, which is all about finding dog snacks easily at home. And then we have also a secondary page format that we can select if we have that option, which is a commercial product page that we can use to fill all these treats for dogs with. Is there an expert author needed? Not necessarily. Is the brand authority high or low? In this case, it's moderately required. What type of incentive can we use to get people on our web pages? In this specific case, it's the mentions of essential nutrition and taste preferences. The CTR boost is different compared to the incentive. It's more focused on design elements that people see on the SERP. In this specific case is through lists and specific ingredient mentions. So this can trigger behavior to click faster on a specific title. Then we get a sentence that explains what the trusted consensus is within the SERP. So it's important to understand that Google favors trusted consensus. Google does not want people to go to websites that feel either spammy or untrustworthy. So in this specific case, the trusted consensus is that bananas, pumpkins, broccoli, and similar fruits and vegetables are commonly recognized as a healthy treat option. You can see already here that the use of these specific words are part of the consensus within the SERP. So it's important to also take them into account when you produce your web page. So with all these insights, we can then create our own meta titles, H1s, and of course the first paragraph. Before you do so, I've made it possible that you get some suggestions for these meta titles and first paragraph. In its essence, they are titles that are constructed with the most potent, most powerful intent words that you can see below in this list here. So make sure that you understand that these titles are created with these words below, which are scored with a proprietary scoring system that I have developed. Then we get the first paragraph suggestion written with natural language processing in mind, and it has as much as possible the words that you can see below in this list. The most powerful and the very powerful words are put into this paragraph. Sometimes one of these words is not put in this paragraph because it became unnatural. Then you can always try to put it in yourself. You can, if you want, copy them by clicking on this icon, and then you can find them in the SERP to see more of the context around it. What I recommend doing is that you use the most powerful and very powerful words in the titles and first paragraph, and all the other words that are powerful and lightly powerful, you can copy them all by clicking here. You put them in the rest of your article. That is it for the report. If you want to analyze the SERP, you can always click on this icon, which is really easy. You can open the SERP for the specific search term in your country. It's an unpersonalized SERP, which means that it filtered out all your history, even if you're logged into your Chrome browser. And you can also, if you like, export the whole report here as a PDF, and that can be really helpful to send to your writer or content creator. And that's it basically. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm really happy to answer all your questions. And thanks again for choosing Term Sniper as your search intent and consensus analysis tool. And I hope you find it really helpful. Thank you very much.